Lust is a natural tendency. It's one that you must control, so it doesn't control you instead. But first, what exactly is lust? Well, lust is a strong, intense desire or craving, typically for sexual attraction to another person. It is driven by physical attraction and the need for sexual gratification. Unlike love, which involves deep emotional connection and attachment, lust is often immediate, intense, and primarily physical. It is influenced by biological and hormonal factors and tends to be short-term. Lust is like a coin with two sides, a good side and a bad side. So, what does lust do to your brain? For starters, social bonding. The release of oxytocin during sexual activity can enhance feelings of closeness and bonding, even if it's typically associated with longer-term relationships. Some amount of lust is needed for sexual attraction to happen. Increased pleasure. Lust leads to the release of dopamine, creating feelings of euphoria and pleasure. Enhanced motivation. The desire for physical connection can increase motivation and focus on achieving goals related to attraction. For example, becoming physically aesthetic. Boosted confidence. Sexual attraction and the pursuit of romantic interests can boost self-esteem and confidence. Improved physical health. Sexual activity driven by lust can lead to physical benefits such as exercise, cardiovascular health, and stress relief. Finding this video helpful? Give it a thumbs up and share and comment your thoughts below. On the other hand, unchecked lust can be quite damaging, particularly to your psyche. Here are 3 ways. It impairs judgment. When lust takes over, the part of the brain responsible for logical reasoning, the prefrontal cortex, can become overshadowed by the reward center, the limbic system. This can lead to impulsive and risky behaviors like harassment and even abuse. The combined effects of increased reward system activity and decreased prefrontal cortex function can impair your ability to make sound judgments. Mental health impact. Studies show there is a link between our sexual life and our confidence. Unfulfilled lust, or the consequences of impulsive behavior driven by lust, can contribute to feelings of anxiety, shame, or depression. Addiction-like cycle. Feeding your lust triggers a dopamine response in the brain, similar to how drug abuse does. This creates a pattern that can be very hard to break. A study from 2002 looked at how men's and women's brains react to erotic content. The findings showed that the same brain areas involved in reward and addiction were activated, indicating a similarity to the way drugs affect the brain. If lust is a problem you struggle with, consider these practical tips to overcome it. Acknowledge your feelings. The first step to dealing with a problem is admitting it. Don't be ashamed. Lust is a natural part of attraction, so don't beat yourself up for having it because the guilt itself is another problem that's unnecessary. Digital detox. Identify what triggers your lust. Be honest. What makes you lustful? Once you figure it out, consider avoiding these triggers. It could be certain songs, social media pages, or movies. Watching these things can make you see the world in a more sexual way, filling your mind with sexual thoughts and viewing people as sexual objects. According to a 2020 longitudinal study, compelling evidence shows that frequent pornography exposure is associated with negatively perceived body image and sexual body image. Be very intentional about the content you consume. Apps like Covenant Eyes are great tools to help block out pornographic content. Consciously distract yourself. If you start to feel lustful, attempt to distract yourself from it. This could be either something physical, such as going for a stroll or exercising, or something mental, such as reading a non-erotic book or working on puzzles like a Rubik's Cube. or nanogram that improves mindfulness. Focus on the long term. Remind yourself of the reasons you want to avoid acting on lust. This could be due to a devoted relationship or a desire to avoid undesirable consequences. Lust can lead you down a spiral, which can be difficult to come out of. However, it can also be a spark that can lead you to self-reflection and improvement. Put all that raw energy into creative projects, passionate pursuits, or a deeper connection with someone special. And remember, you are in control. What are your thoughts on this video? Let us know down below. Want to learn more about the dangers of lust and pornography? Watch this video.